First of all, what is hydropower?
Hydropower is power that is obtained from the energy in moving water, such as rivers and streams.
And what is tidal power? It's a type of hydropower that is obtained from the constant motion of the oceans. Let's talk a little bit about hydropower. How does hydropower produce energy?
A hydro dam is built at a point on a river where the elevation rapidly drops. Also, water is forced through a large pipe called a penstock. The falling water turns the turbine at low speeds. Within the generator, the water flow spins copper coils within a magnetic field, creating an electric field. This electricity is passed to the switchyard where it is amplified by a transformer and sent across the grid.
Hoover Dam, over 1,000 feet wide and 727 feet to the bottom.
Where can I buy some bait around here?
Ooh, I love electricity. Eddie says we're gonna get some soon.
What a magnificent achievement.
Clark, this is a family vacation. Could you try to stay with the family?
Sorry, honey.
This way, please. The tour is about to start.
Welcome, everyone. I am your dam guide, Arnie. Now, I'm about to take you through a fully functioning power plant. So please, no one wander off the dam tour. And please take all the dam pictures you want. Now, are there any dam questions?
Yeah, where can I get some damn bait?
Eddie.
This way, please.
What are some advantages of hydropower?
It's an inexhaustible and consistent fuel source. There's a minimal long-term environmental impact. Hydroelectricity is a viable source. It has relatively useful levels of energy production. This source of power can be used throughout the world, and there are no pollutants or emissions during the production of electricity.
But what are some disadvantages of hydropower?
Well, smaller plants depend on the availability of fast-moving streams or rivers, and plants can impact the mobility of fish and other river life, but if you build a fish ladder, this can reduce the negative aspect of hydroelectric power. And finally, construction may require the use of fossil fuels, which can emit certain pollutants, such as carbon dioxide.
Okay, let's move on to tidal power. How does tidal power produce energy?
Water flows into an inlet through a set of one-way gates called sluices as the tide comes in. The water builds up behind the sluices. As the tide recedes, water flows through turbines built into the tidal barricades. Within the generator, the water flow spins copper coils within a magnetic field, creating an electric field. With this electricity is passed to the switchyard where it is amplified by a transformer and sent across the grid. And this works both ways, when the tide comes in and when the tide comes out.
What are some advantages of tidal power?
It's an inexhaustible fuel source. We're always going to have the oceans. It has a minimal long-term environmental impact. Tidal power has relatively useful levels of energy production. It can be used anywhere along the world, so long as there's a shoreline. And there are no air pollutants or emissions that are made during the production of electricity. And finally, there are lower operational costs, which translates into low costs for the consumer.
Looks good, right? Well, there are some disadvantages of tidal power too, including
it's only efficient about 1/2 of the time. Tidal plants can impact the water currents and levels. Plus, it's a pretty severe short-term ecological disturbance. In terms of pollutants and emissions, while running the plant is clean, construction may require the use of fossil fuels and can emit certain pollutants, such as carbon dioxide. And finally, plants can only be built along shorelines, which is kind of inconvenient sometimes.
Thanks for watching.